Drums of dawn fade as hunger wakes the home. Children cry. The air trembles with their voices. Pots are empty. Bowls are bare. The hunger is loud and relentless. A hand lifts the pot, shakes it. Only air answers. There is nothing for the children, comes the voice, sharp and trembling. A cloth is tied around the waist. No glance backward. No word. Only the slow, deliberate movement of a man leaving. Where do you go every morning? The voice calls again. The spirits call me to serve for free, comes the reply, smooth and certain. Can spirits feed our children? The voice demands disbelief and anger mingling. The farm lies ready. The hoe rests idle, hands waiting. They are refused. Work will not be done. The call of the earth is ignored. Neighbors pause, eyes narrowing. Whispers rise. Words hang between them like sparks ready to ignite. The name passes from mouth to mouth, soft but sharp. A child cries louder than the others, small voice breaking, desperate. The youngest child collapses, falling to the ground. Silence grips for a moment, but it is broken by a scream. The name is called before all. A shout that carries across the yard, across the path. The warning, the plea, the fury, all tangled in one sound. The steps continue. The man walks on as if he does not hear. Feet beat the earth, leaving echoes of neglect. Silence follows him down the path. It settles heavy over the home, over the children, over the empty bowls. The sun rises. Its light cuts across the yard. The cries fade slowly, the morning stretching forward. Hunger lingers, but the rhythm of the day begins. The story has begun, and the path of choices is laid bare. Hands rise with the sun. Fields wait, ready to bend beneath laboring fingers. Work begins before words. Eyes scan the children, silent, hungry. Bowls remain empty. I cannot do this alone forever. Comes the voice, steady and sharp. A man sits calmly, weaving stories of spirits. Hands move slowly, gestures wide. The spirits guide me to help the world, not the home. Comes the reply, smooth as water. Children whine, small voices rising together. Father, bring us food. The cloth is smoothed over the waist. Laughter follows. Steps leave the yard unhurried. Confident, careless, neighbors pause. Eyes narrow. Whispers creep like wind between huts. He is lazy, hiding behind spirits again. The elder watches quietly. A slow nod passes from him to the village. Words need no voice. A neighbor woman sharpens her gaze. Voice cuts through the murmurs. How long will your family wait? Memories strike. Once, hands were strong. Loads heavy, carried with pride. Promises spilled like gold. Smiles bold. Words full of honor. Marriage came and work stopped. Hands folded. Words multiplied. Nothing followed. Visits to strangers' homes, offerings of help, all free, all empty. Nothing brought back. Bowls stayed bare. The wife, plants, harvests, cooks, alone. Children follow every movement with hungry eyes. Every departure of the father weighs heavy on their hearts. The village begins to murmur. Doubts rise like smoke. Is this man true, or a man of words only? The neighbor woman questions, voice sharp as a knife. Is this calling real or lies? A stranger steps forward. Questions ripple through the air. Where is the man of miracles? Who feeds the hungry? All eyes turn. Silence bends. Tension grows. A mystery looms, waiting to unravel. The work continues. Eyes watch. Hearts tighten. The story of promises, lies, and hunger begins to twist toward its reckoning. A traveler arrives, eyes sharp, scanning the village. Questions hang in the air, heavy and pointed. Where is the man of miracles? Comes the voice.com, but probing. The answer drifts back, wary and cautious. People whisper some miracles may be false. A heart tightens. Fear coils, sharp and sudden. Could it be true? Is it lies again? Decision stirs. A hand clenches. A choice forms quietly, fiercely. Steps move silently, watching from shadows, following every turn, every pause. The path traced without sound. Eyes catch the man resting while others labor. Sweat drips, backs strain. The sun rises higher. Relentless, he laughs. Shares bread and stories with strangers. The bowls at home remain empty. Small cries echoing. Anger flares. Resolve hardens. Watching sharpens the mind steady. The heart unwavering. Night falls. Doors slam. The exit blocked firm and unyielding. Why do you let the children starve? The voice strikes sharp, ringing in the dark. Shouts answer. The spirits guide me. Stay out of this. Warnings rise, cold and threatening. Speak again and disaster will fall upon you. Firmness meets threat. No retreat, no bending. Stands resolute. Words spread next day. Sweet lies borrowed. Food taken. Promises made. Generosity twisted. Used as a mask. Eyes narrow. Murmurs grow. Something is wrong here. Whispers cut sharp. Suspicion spreads like fire. Rumors rise, climbing walls and passing from mouth to mouth. The elders call. A circle forms under the great bay, eyes heavy, words measured, smooth promises glide from lips. Healing, service, blessings offered freely. Charm wraps every syllable, silence holds. Watching closely, mind sharp, heart alert, the balance of truth and lies teeters, glances pass among villagers, cautious and searching. Each wonders, each weighs, who speaks truth, who weaves deceit. Decisions hang in the air, movements deliberate, steps measured. The village waits holding its breath. The test is set, eyes sharpen, suspense coils tight. Every gesture watched, every word weighed. The path forward is clear. Truth will be revealed. Lies cannot hide when the community watches. Tension lingers. The story bends, preparing for confrontation, for justice, for the reckoning to come. The elders stand firm. Voices rise, steady and unyielding. Bring food from your miracles, or speak no more. A smile flickers, uneasy and forced. Hands twitch, charm offered to calm the crowd. Words ready, but hesitation lingers beneath. Eyes sharpen, murmurs ripple through the gathered village. The silence hums with suspicion among them. A figure stands still, silent but determined. Eyes fixed, heart steady, bowls remain empty. Children weaken, small shoulders shake. Hunger presses hard, steps forward, hands on hips. Voice calm, cutting, sharp. Words slice through the tension, the pause lengthens. Breath catches. He sweats, heart racing. Every glance a trap. Every whisper a snare. He searches for escape, finds none. A stranger steps forward, clears throat, words drop like stones. He is a liar. Truth cuts through the charm. History surfaces, expelled from another village. Every free service a trick, a mask to win praise. Murmurs erupt, turn to gasps. Some shake their heads, eyes widen, hands cover mouths. A voice rises loud and unyielding. See what he has done? Every lie is named, every misduty called out, every starving child remembered. Small cries swell, children crying openly. Tears pierce the quiet, a river of truth flooding. The hushed. Steps falter, words fail. He stumbles back, tongue-tied, charm useless. The elders speak again. Authority rings clear, honor stripped, respect removed. Eyes heavy, judgment set. A choice hangs in the air, sharp as a spear. Work and provide or leave the village. The path is clear, the consequence heavy. Silence presses. Every eye watches, every breath waits. He bows his head, silent, decision suspended. Weight pressing down, hands find each other, small fingers gripping tight. Relief and fear coil together. The village exhales as the lesson settles. Lies cannot hide. Actions bear the truth. Justice moves slowly, but it moves surely. Hands kneel into the earth. Every movement measured, watched. Elders stand close, eyes sharp, holding the weight of judgment. He plants. He waters. He harvests. Each seed pressed deep, each droplet of water earned with sweat. Shame bends his back, heavy as a stone. Whispers rise among the villagers. Finally, he learns the hard way. Voices mix with the rhythm of labor, cautious, satisfied. Eyes widen as children watch. Small hands clutch one another. Silent surprise, shining bright. Fathers can change. Fathers can learn. Nearby, a figure stands, quiet and steady. Respect grows, unspoken but deep. Strength no longer claimed by words alone. The community moves, bringing bowls full, baskets brimming. Hands offer food, care, support. The family begins to recover. Neighbors step forward, meals shared with laughter, warmth returning. Children eat, faces brightening, bellies full at last. Eyes shift, glances exchanged. Respect settles on the strong and patient. Wisdom is recognized, authority restored. Tasks press hard. Sweat glistens, brows furrow. Lessons come through action. Labor teaches what promises could not. Responsibility becomes real. A step falters. He slips away, pretending an errand. Elders' voices rise, sharp, commanding. Return at once. Caught, brought back, head bowed. Silence speaks heavier than any shout. Shame burns through every fiber. The elders speak once more. Words clear, final. Labor and service until trust is earned. Every motion watched, every effort measured. The village watches, still and steady. Lessons etched deep in eyes and hearts. Words without action mean nothing. Truth presses forward. Children eat full bowls, laughter spilling like rain. Life returns, small and bright. The village learns again that lies cannot hide forever. Every false claim, every idle word will find the weight of consequence. Hands find one another, Strength joins with love. The family stands together, unbroken, stronger than before. The narrator's voice hums quietly, carrying wisdom for all to hear. Truth and action outweigh words and promises. The cycle continues. Lessons learned, respect earned. The story of work, responsibility, and justice moves onward. Carried by all who watched and all who acted, the elder lifts his voice, steady and full of weight. Words cannot fill an empty belly. A nod follows, quiet but strong. Action matters more than empty promises. Whispers rise among the villagers. False holiness brings shame to the home. Voices mix with the hum of understanding, sharp and clear. Small eyes watch closely. Children lean in, learning truth from example. The lessons are not in words alone, but in deeds, in courage. In the strength of those who act, hands move over a pot, stirring, filling bowls full and warm. Laughter bubbles from small mouths, sharp and bright. Stories of the day spill from children's lips, echoing hope and safety. Eyes of the village rest upon her. Respect settles quietly, growing deep. Strength recognized, wisdom felt. The figure who once walked past hungry eyes now bends over the earth, hands calloused, sweat falling, head bowed. The lesson pressed into every movement, heavy but real. The elder speaks again, voice like rolling drums. Justice may be slow, but it always comes. Whispers drift through the village. Hunger reveals every lie. Every ear catches the truth. Every mind remembers the weight of false words. The sun dips low, slow and golden. The village breathes together, watching, learning, marking the cycle of life and consequence. Hands find each other. Fingers entwine. Family stands together, strong, safe, and respected. Eyes meet, smiles, small but certain. The story has turned. Lessons carried forward. The day closes with the sound of laughter. Of work done honestly, of promises kept through action. The village moves onward, hearts wiser, eyes sharper, remembering that truth and labor always shine brighter than words alone.